Welcome back to another on Wrestling and to another edition of NXT Out of 10. It's a big show today. We've got a bold new version of a Battle Royal to determine who would challenge Lyra Valkyria for the women's title, and we've got the second night of the Dusty Classic. So yeah, there's lots going on the show. As well as the women's champ being in action herself. Obafemi was on the show, new champ of course. So yeah, let's get straight into it. We start things off with the Dusty Classic, Trick Mellow Gang versus Inofi and Blade. And yeah, Blade and Inofi look really good here against Trick and Carmine, but Trick will not be denied and picking up the win with a flash knee. It was a great opener and hottest bout in the men's Dusty so far. The crowd is so into Trick and anything he does feels big time. He's genuinely overshadowing Mello at the moment. While the Trick Mello gang should have had this kind of tag run before they began the solo stars and likely future rivals, it's great to see what they can do together and all the time. Credit is due to Inofi and Blade, though, who remain one of the most reliable veteran tag teams in NXT. This deserves a big run soon as well, whether it comes on NXT or on the main roster. But yeah, I thought this was, like I say, a really hot opener. Both teams really pulling their part, and yeah, Trick's just so over, and we all know where it's going with Mello, and yeah, I can't wait when we finally get there. But moving on into Obafemi, who told the NXT Universe that he reached his destiny as the North American champion. Dragon Lee challenged him for a rematch at Vengeance Day, but Femi refused to accept just yet and said the open challenge was closed. There's something special with Femi. The Nigerian superstar has a presence that makes him feel instantly big time. He's a power wrestler whose style who can also talk for himself. If he can find a way to match the crowd in the promos, he will become a top act. He still has some work to do, but he genuinely looks like a bigger star than a better established Lee. A full match between Femi and Lee could be special. It was the biggest test for the North American champion, but he already looks ready. And yeah, I thought this was really good as well. Femi, taking a different approach to North American title, but everything he's done so far has been so impressive. And yeah, it looks like we're going to get a Dragon Lee rematch at Vengeance Day, which will also be a great match. So yeah, this was good stuff. Before it's time for Valkyria and Paxley versus Vice and Lopez. Paxley kept her promise to protect Lyra and took the brunt of the offense on Tuesday, and including stitches, Paxley took a Lola Vice roundhouse kick for Valkyria and fell onto Elektra Lopez for a surprise free. This could have gone longer, but the angle was great for the 4 minutes it had. Paxley especially showed off, selling her athleticism and ability to follow the Valkyries offense to the letter. The angle with Valkyrie and Paxley has developed impressively, and it's hard to figure out what Paxley will do next, as she's a genuine in her admiration. This is the best character work of Paxley's career to date and could end with her redefining her role in NXT. And yeah, Lyra can obviously become a star. So I thought this all worked really nicely, playing into multiple different angles and stuff like that. And yeah, I thought all 4 worked well here. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Before it's time for Ridge Holland versus Joe Coffey. Ridge was too powerful for Coffey to overcome. The former rugby league star wiped him out with a clothesline and a Michinoku driver to score the win. Gallows beat him down afterwards while making a point that the former balding brute has no friends. This was fine. Holland is still not clicking with the audiences, but he has talent. If the goal is to build sympathy for him, the post-match Gallows beatdown helped. It was be interesting to see who the Englishman can find as a friend to help after leaving Butch high and dry recently though. But yeah, I think we're just going to continue going through this, and yeah, eventually Ridge will find someone. It's an interesting new angle on NXT. Maybe not quite working 100% so far, but I think we will eventually get there with Ridge, because there definitely is some talent now. We then got the next round of the Dusty Classic, LWO versus Chase U. Wild and Cruz found an impressive match in Duke Hudson and Riley Osborne, setting up a fast-paced battle. However, LWO was too much for them, hitting a combination moonsault and Phoenix Splash to win. An ill-timed break with no picture-in-picture hurt the momentum of this battle, unfortunately. Even so, everyone involved was too explosive to not deliver a good contest. Wild has the crowd on their feet down the stretch. LWO looked like well beaten, a team that deserved much more on SmackDown than they currently get. Each team could have advanced, but LWO has a chance to become an established team and really make an impact in Dusty Classic. This team can rebuild itself and showcase what they can do in this tournament against, let's face it, what mostly is a bunch of odd couples left. So yeah, let's get 7 out of 10 from me. Another really good match in the Dusty Classic, and for me, I think the right winners, especially when you're trying to chase your story. Before it's time for Dijak versus Trey Brahill. Trey Brahill power surprised Dijak, but Hard Justice still knocked him out with a big discus boot for the win. After Lexus King beat down Brahill and told him to stay out of his business, it's not clear yet how good Brahill is, but NXT allowed him to work with Dijak, going longer than expected. He's challenged a possible future champion for over 5 minutes. So yeah, it was nothing to write home about, but it did indicate Bear Hill can become something good. He and King have a heated rivalry, and yeah, hopefully they can execute when they meet in the ring. We'll see. As King continues to lose in big moments, it's hard to get excited for his future, but hopefully this rivalry will get him back on track. I'm not totally convinced, but yeah, I think there's enough in this showing just to see, just to kind of give them a chance and let's see where they really go from it. 6 out of 10. Before it's time for the number 1 contender Battle Royal and Fatal 4-Way. And after all, for Wild Battle Royal, there were 4 left: Roxanne, Fallon, Kiana and Kalani. When Izzy Dame saved James from Jordan, Perez caught Jordan with a pot rocks to steal the free count and win. Lyra Valkyria arrived to stare her down the next challenger as the other 3 women looked on, being dejected. It was a wild, fun main event that made it to the final quarter of the show. So many women showed out, including some relative unknowns. The final 4 were the right choices, all could believably win. It's tough to deliver fresh matches, but this contest worked really well, and the transition into the match was seamless. The finish was a shock, mainly due to Perez obviously being great, but she still hasn't settled her rivalry with James and Dame. Henley and James had the obvious momentum, but this could help the Prodigy again. She and Valkyria all put on an unbelievable match at Vengeance Day, though, no doubt. So yeah, it gets 7 out of 10 for me. Like I say, a really enjoyable format, and I think the winner, was a bit of a surprise, but I'm a massive fan of Roxanne Perez, so yeah, I'm definitely not against it at all, and like I say, that match is going to be absolutely fantastic. Overall, NXT this week gets a 7 out of 10 from me. A really good episode of NXT for me this week. The main event was really good. The Dusty Classic I thought really delivered here. So yeah, on the whole, I enjoyed this show really, really a lot. Some storylines that maybe I'm not 100% sure on, but I think we'll give it time. There's still a few weeks to Vengeance Day, so let's see what happens there. Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.